Hello, this is Kyle Zamora with 9V Audio. In this video previews some of the sounds and features of the release Action Drums Boom Jinx Breakbeat Edition. Action Drums is primarily a Rex-based loop library and can be used in any Rex loop player like Stylus RMX or Reason's Dr. Rex player, and most major sequencers including Live, Logic, Digital Performer, Sonar, Pro Tools, and Cubase support the format. We've also provided the loops in the acidized wave and Apple Loop formats, so you're pretty much covered no matter which way you like to work. In this video, we'll be looking at Action Drums from within Stylus RMX, but most of the features we highlight apply to all of the loops, no matter the format. Okay, we're looking at Action Drums as it appears in Stylus RMX. Action Drums is organized into 60 beat suites covering a range of 110 to 159 beats per minute. There are also additional suites of loops that contain the individual element loops that make up each full mix beat, but we'll cover more of that in a moment. We also have preview suites that feature the full mix of each beat every 10 beat per minute range. This allows you to quickly find a beat that fits your track without needing to open each individual beat suite. Let's listen to a few beats. The second beat we just heard was called Evasion. When we select the Evasion suite, you'll find the mix of the beat again, followed by a mix without the kick, then a mix without the snare, and then a mix of just the hi-hats and percussion. The loops that follow are the individual parts of the full mix loop, starting with the kick, then the snare, followed by the hi-hats, percussion, occasionally some extra loops, and we end every suite with a 4-on-the-floor style kick. The fact that this order is consistent makes composing a drum track using RMX's groove mode extremely easy because the same MIDI keyboard note triggers the same part of the mix no matter which beat suite you're using. Let's take a look at how this works within another suite. I've selected the suite titled Cold Case, but before we compose the drum part, I'm going to add a melodic loop from Textural Rex. We'll take a listen to it. And we'll add a loop from Style and Basslines. We're adding these just to help give the drum part a bit more context. Now we'll go back to the Cold Case drum suite, and I'm putting Stylus RMX into groove mode, which is what will allow me to play each loop from a single key on my keyboard. Take a look at the on-screen keyboard and you can see the notes I'm playing to trigger the various loops. So it can be pretty simple to get a drum part going that has some movement to it. Now let's take a look at how you can build your own beat from the categorized loop elements. We'll start with the kicks folder and add parts as we go. One of the really important things I'd like to demonstrate is the flexibility that all of these loops have. Since they're part of our BPM Flex series, every Rex-based loop can be used at virtually any tempo without artificial stretching or unwanted audio artifacts. We've also been able to add a lot of this flexibility to the Apple loop format as well, having success using the loops down to 80 beats per minute with no noticeable artifacts. And as for the acidized wave loops, you can expect the typical flexibility from them. Now, the beat we just built was playing at 130 beats per minute, but now I've changed my sequencer to 80 beats per minute. Take a listen. This flexibility comes from the action drum loops themselves, so you will experience this no matter what Rex host or program you play them back with. So once you get into this library, or any of the BPM Flex series libraries, I think you'll find a lot of added and hidden value to the loops, since you really don't have to worry if a loop will or won't stretch to fit the tempo of your track. The method we just used to create our beat in Stylus RMX speak is called a multi. Action Drums contains 30 multi presets, which mix and match a wide variety of the drum elements with RMX's onboard effects and edit capabilities. Let's load one up and take a listen. And again, to demonstrate the BPM Flex series capabilities, I've now shifted the tempo down to 90 beats per minute. Take a listen. So as you can hear, even though the theme of this collection is action drums, the flexibility of this library will really allow you to create a wide range of styles and feels. I hope you've enjoyed watching our product walkthrough of Action Drums. If you have questions about anything you've seen or heard, or questions about other 9V Audio releases, please feel free to email us at info@9voltaudio.com. Have a great day.